So Andrea is correct. Initially, they summoned in about 150 jurors. My understanding is that they're down to somewhere in the 130s now because so many of the jurors identified as being related to or knowing certain witnesses. So that number has already been whittled down. What's going to happen initially is the judge will ask questions of the potential jurors to determine biases, and he may ferret out some of those folks, and the number will get further whittled down. Ultimately, you'll see both sides. The lawyers will be able to ask questions of the potential jurors. And while the judge will be focused on who can be fair, who is open-minded, who hasn't made up their mind yet, the truth about both sides of the case is that they will be focused on attempting to eliminate people who they don't think are on their side. So if you think about this case, it's really been seen through a political prism. People on the right have looked at this and said Rittenhouse should get a medal for what he did. People on the left have said Rittenhouse is the poster boy for everything that's wrong with gun culture in the US. There doesn't appear to be people in the middle who really haven't made up their mind. So if that's going to be the focus of the two sides, you may well have the state attempting to identify people who vote Democrat and the defense attempting to vote or to identify people who vote Republican. Now, a judge isn't going to allow them to say, hey, how did you vote in the last election? So the lawyers are going to be left with information that's available publicly about individual jurors, but also you will likely see them identify where the jurors come from. So if you think about Kenosha County geographically, it's split right up the middle by I-94. The western part of Kenosha County identifies generally as Republican. It's a red area. The voting patterns are similar to Utah. The east side is more like Chicago. It's a blue area. It generally votes Democrat. So in 2020, Trump carried all of Kenosha County by 51%. He carried every municipality within the county except for the city of Kenosha. So you will very likely see the state focus on trying to get people from the city of Kenosha on the panel. You will see the defense attempting to get people who come from municipalities other than the city of Kenosha on the panel. Ultimately, both sides will get 7 strikes. So the judge will narrow this down to 34 people, and then the state will strike 7 people, the defense will strike 7 people. We talk about jury selection. Really, it's jury deselection. You're attempting to deselect people from the group. You want people ultimately who are going to be aligned with your side. So that is what I expect is going to play out over the next couple of days. From what I'm told, it should take 2 days. So tomorrow morning, we will get more of an opportunity to talk about what has happened during the jury selection today and what potentially may be happening tomorrow.
A lot more going on than most people see from the outside looking in. Attorney Pat Cafferty. Pat, thanks so much for being with us. And Pat's going to be with us at 6:30 in the morning each day for the rest of the work week. So you can count on TMJ4 News today for this expert legal analysis as we take you through our coverage of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.